HarperCollins and Harper Audio present Warriors, Dawn of the Clans, Book 4, The Blazing Star, by Erin Hunter, performed by Macleod Andrews. Prologue. Greywing crouched at the top of the hollow, the faint sounds of his sleeping denmates just barely reaching his ears. The fat, white circle of the moon floated above his head, casting a frosty light over the moorland grass. A gentle breeze ruffled Greywing's pelt. His eyes grew heavy, and he opened his jaws wide in a yawn. He was sitting in the cave behind the waterfall. The gushing cascade glittered in the moonlight, and tiny specks of silver whirled across the walls and floor of the cavern. "I'm back in our mountain cave," he thought. "It's been so many moons since we left." Movement beside the far wall caught Greywing's gaze. Stoneteller, the tribe's healer, was pacing toward the tunnel at the back of the cave, which led to her den. Her paw steps were unsteady with age, her body scrawny and her pelt thin. "She's so old," Greywing thought. "I can't count how many seasons she's seen." Greywing glanced around. He saw his mother, Quiet Rain, curled up in her sleeping hollow, and the rest of his tribe mates were asleep too. "There's Dewy Leaf. Oh, she's had her kits. 3 of them, and they look so strong and healthy. And there's Snowhair. She used to tell such wonderful stories." Curiosity swept over Greywing. When he lived in the cave, he had never entered the healer's private den. "But I'm dreaming," he realized. "Maybe I can follow her now, and she'll never know." He rose to his paws and patted after her. But Stoneteller had vanished by the time Greywing reached the mouth of the tunnel. All he could see was a faint silver glow at the far end. Ignoring the prickling of his pelt, he slipped softly down the dark passage toward the light. As he approached the end of the tunnel, Greywing crept forward more cautiously and stretched his head into Stoneteller's cave. He stifled a gasp as he gazed around. The cave was much smaller than the one where the tribe lived. Moonlight flooded through a jagged hole far above, washing everything with a frosty light. Stoneteller sat with her back to Greywing, gazing upward. Pointed stones stretched down from the roof of the cave, and more of them grew up from the floor. Several met in the middle, so that it seemed as if the tribe's healer was sitting in a forest of stone trees. Ripples of water trickling down the stones shone in the moonlight and gathered in pools on the floor. Fascinated, Greywing crept into the cave, drawing closer to Stoneteller as quietly as if he was stalking a piece of prey. He was sure that he hadn't made a sound, but before he could dart out of the way, Stoneteller extended a paw to halt him. Greywing yowled in alarm. "This is a dream," he told himself. "How can Stoneteller know I'm here?"
"Why are you following me?"
Stoneteller asked. Her voice was gentle, though she didn't turn to look at Greywing. His ears flattened in mingled fear and embarrassment. He had no idea how to respond. "I don't mean any harm," he protested. I just wanted to—" His voice trailed off, and he gazed up at Stoneteller, bracing himself for a sharp rebuke. Sighing, Stoneteller drew her paw back.
"You came here because I invited you,"
she meowed, her voice full of wisdom.
"I allowed you to follow me. I called you here."
Every hair on Greywing's pelt prickled with amazement, and he raked his claws across the hard, damp floor. "You can do that?" he whispered. "Even though I live so far away?" Stoneteller looked at him for the first time.
"Part of your heart will always belong here."
Greywing knew that was true. Though life in the mountains had been harsh and cold, sometimes he still longed for the thunder of the waterfall and the sharp peaks outlined against the sky. "And I still miss the cats I left behind, especially Quiet Rain." "Then why—" he began.
"Be quiet,"
Sample complete. Ready to continue?